When you scroll Facebook and you count on Facebook to give you the content that you want to read, it's like you're going up to Mark Zuckerberg every morning, knocking on his door and saying, "Hey, Mark Zuckerberg, what should I read this morning?" Or you could just support the Babylon Bee. BabylonBee.com/plans. You can subscribe. You get full-length podcasts, ad-free podcasts. You get ad-free web browsing on our site, premium content. At certain levels, you even get access to a little social network that our friends at Not the Bee have created.
Yeah, be part of the community, the in crowd, the bee crowd.
Well, howdy there, partner.
Howdy, buckaroo.
Ethan immediately looked mortified that I was going to do that, so.
Well, because I thought you'd do more of country, but you did like howdy doody or...
Yeehaw! We're hanging out with Buddy Brown.
Buddy Brown.
Buddy Brown.
Did you know Buddy Brown? Buddy Brown's like big YouTube country singer guy who sits in a truck and sings songs, and they go crazy viral.
And it's kind of the most incredible thing ever, to me.
Really? I mean, it's good, but I wasn't going to say that incredible thing ever, but sure, it's good. It's up there. I mean,
okay, but you're a Gen X guy, and you guys can't like anything. You have to be like, it's all right. And as a millennial,
I just want to reserve the position of most incredible thing ever for like very limited amount of things.
You're like, yeah, it's okay. You're gonna get to heaven and be like, it's all right. It's pretty.
Then you're going to be like, okay, you say that, and then Buddy Brown be like, oh, cool. How many of my albums do you own? Oh,
yeah. No, that's true. I'm a poser. I've only perused a few YouTube videos. But see, as millennials, it's like when when we laugh at something, we're like, I'm dead. Oh, I'm dead. Yeah. Funniest thing ever. I cannot even function anymore. I can't even adult at all.
Okay.
But anyway, this is about Buddy Brown, and he's he's a country music singer that sits on a truck. Well, the reason I said it's the most incredible thing ever is because he just like.
Yeah, it's the simplicity of it. Because you watch and you're like, because even like the production quality, sometimes he does produce songs and he does do albums, and some of his videos have produced, but most of the time it's just he turns on record and he just plays it.
Yeah, and
it's like a guy at a campfire singing a song to you.
There's something when you watch like a country music video from some guy who's like a billionaire, that has made billions of dollars making country music.
Yeah,
and he's singing like, I'm on my truck in the dirt highway, and he drives like a Ferrari, and he lives in Hollywood or Nashville.
Well, and he's also most of the time he didn't even write those lyrics. He's just performing a song that some other guy wrote.
Some other guy wrote for him. Yeah. Anyway.
So Buddy Brown's the real deal. He writes all his own songs sitting in a real truck. It's not green screen, we found out. And and so we had a good talk with him. It was a really fun talk, and seems like the real deal, a really good guy. And I want to meet him in person.
I will really enjoyed it. And it got really good in the subscriber portion. We got some behind-the-scenes stories.
Talked about his faith.
Yeah, and you got a little personal there.
Yeah, a little personal. A little too personal.
You can check out his YouTube channel.
Look up all the songs. He got a gazillion songs.
So youtube.com/Buddy Brown Music. You can check out his stuff there, and I believe he's also got a website, buddybrown.com or something.
And we'll put all the links in the show notes.
BuddyBrownCountry.com. And check it out in the show notes for sure. Here he is.
Oh, look, yeah, here he is. We are here.
We are here. We are
in the Babylon Bee studio, and we have legendary truck bed country singer.
Is that a genre?
Buddy Brown.
Is that the genre?
I love when you have a name where you can say it and you almost involuntarily have a southern accent when you say it. Buddy Brown. Buddy Brown.
You slow it down and you put some syllables in there. Buddy Brown.
Buddy Brown. Like you had a little extra syllable to Brown. Yeah.
Brown.
Brown.
Brown. Is it Brown?
Brown.
Brown.
What's up, y'all?
Hey. Well, so you're hanging out in Jackson, Mississippi.
Crooked letter I, humpback I. You got it.
Right. Okay.
To me, this is going to be like interviewing someone who doesn't speak the same language as me, and I have to translate. Can we get subtitles?
Are y'all going to be like Swamp People where you put the subtitles underneath?
I need the subtitles.
Personally, I'm offended by it,
We respect your culture.
Yeah.
We want to learn more.
Yeah, we're from California, so
yeah.
I don't know. Are we allowed to say y'all, or is that...
California now, is that north of Memphis?
Yeah, sure. That's
Yeah, out there somewhere.
yeah. We hope to visit America someday.
Yeah, we'll bring your passport.
Get your documentation. So where do we start? So you're just killing it on the internet. You just started making videos in the back of your truck, making songs. Where did that start? I assume that you didn't just go, you know what, I'm going to become a YouTube star. I'll just make songs in the back of my truck. Where did this explode?
Yeah, man. 10 years ago, went to Nashville, just lived there, immersed in it, just wanted to be a country music artist and was really climbing up in the ranks and doing really well. Had the right agent, had the right, label we were talking to. Everything was kind of stair-stepped. And then they said, you're too political. We love your stuff. We love your songwriting. We can get you with any publisher you want in town. But you can't sing about this stuff and you can't sing about the hot buttons. I was like, well, you're putting chains on every single thing I want to do, because we sit down and we talk. We sit on a tailgate with our buddies. Mm-hmm. We sit around, fire with all our friends, and the stuff we talk about there is the stuff I sing about. Evidently, that ain't okay. So we parted ways with everybody up there and started doing these videos, just kind of talking my mind. It could be anything about politics to God to hunting, fishing, all that kind of stuff. And it's given me an outlet to really just take things to a point we never imagined, it could be. I love to laugh. So a lot of the stuff is parody. A lot of the stuff is making fun of just the madness of our culture today. But it's fun to do.
Isn't country music the genre where Toby Keith sang about blowing up Osama bin Laden? Yeah. So what?
Yeah.
When did country music become like, oh, we can't talk about political stuff?
Soft and gentle.
About 2005.
Oh, that was the year. Yeah. It was March 7th.
Yeah, I got my calendar out. I was like, this is where everybody's lost it, right here, right there. I don't know, but it's just people are just too dang sensitive. And I think especially the people that are getting hurt is the people who are not coming at this from a malicious nature. The left really can't discern the difference anymore. Everybody's just malicious because I don't like it. I don't agree with it. We don't want to talk about it. So it's just, I like to call them out and have a little fun with it.
So is it like an anti-conservative politics thing, or is it just we don't want to talk about politics at all in music?
I think it's definitely anti-conservative. Nashville and Davidson County, where is the epicenter of all country music, is a very, very blue county. There are just very few people who are running all these labels up there. Most of those guys just don't want to make any kind of waves. And if they do, they'd rather lean to the left than the right.
Right. Now, we just came back from Nashville.
We did. We visited for almost 2 days.
Yeah. And
yeah.
So maybe we got some good Nashville stories or questions for you. But I was wondering, did you play, the bars at 10 a.m.? We were walking by.
Yeah, we were walking down the street at 10 a.m. and all the bars already have bands playing. Now there's a gig to get.
Was
Tuesday morning at 10 a.m.
Listen, my wife is a very strong woman. She's a very opinionated woman, just like me. I like big hearts and big opinions. That's why I married her. I'm like that myself. I never could get down there and play in these bars and do it that way. That's just wasn't me. I want to be at my kids' ball games on Saturday, and I want to be part of their lives. And that avenue was not ever going to be kind of that way to do that. So, we always say God gave me door number 3, which is the online stuff. And whoever knew, we'd have 200 million views in 10 years. And the last 100 million views have been in the last, 6-7 months, which is really, really weird.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Yeah, I saw here that you, I think it said Mike Pence used one of your songs for something.
Yeah, he used 2 of them and then sent me a personal letter, which I got framed back there. Isn't
that bizarre when you're watching the news and all of a sudden you're referenced? And these people, we've had that happen a few times with some of our stuff at the Babylon Bee, and it's this bizarre thing to experience.
Surreal.
It's very surreal, right?
It is. I don't think, I'm just a simple country boy singing songs on a tailgate, and I don't really try to create any smoke and mirrors, like any fancy music videos. We're just speaking from the heart, and when somebody like that comes on board and starts doing that, it doesn't really hit you, I guess.
Right.
Now, is that a real truck or is that green screened? Like, is that
You think I'm good enough to green screen that in?
you're in the studio, I assume.
No, it's my truck. I like to back it in my backyard. We got some beautiful pine trees. I've got a ranch about 30 minutes from here. So we do a couple different settings and all that.
Yeah.
So at what point did this become your job when you were, what were you doing when you were making these videos and they kind of blew up?
I was doing real estate with my dad until 2016. My agent and I broke up, too political, that whole thing.
Yeah.
And then I released an album 3 months later that went #1 on the iTunes country music charts. So imagine that. No radio, no help, no agent,
Yeah.
no publicist, and it goes all the way to the top.
Nice. So did he start texting you at 2 a.m. like, buddy, man?
No, he's too prideful for that. We'll never talk again. But I told him I love him anyway.
So you did a coronavirus song, and is this the first song that you went viral with, the coronavirus video?
Gosh, yeah,
That's what my notes say.
That was right at the beginning of everything. We stocked the truck bed up with toilet paper and antibacterial wipes and sung about it's just life. People need to laugh right now more than ever, and I could talk about heavy stuff all day, but laughter is the stuff that people are dying for because it is madness out there, especially where y'all live in.
Yeah,
what's it called? California.
California. Are you prepared to apologize for that song now that we've seen that the greatest tragedy in human history?
Yeah.
No.
We're giving you one chance here.
Yeah, this is your chance. We brought you on to put you on the spot.
That's what this is about.
Yeah.
No, funny's funny. Like I said at the beginning of the video, the virus ain't funny, but the song sure as heck is. So.
So we were thinking, there's one thing about your music. It's really biased in like one direction, and we were wondering if you ever think about doing some woke country songs. So we were going to pitch you some ideas for some woke country songs. You want to hear them?
Me.
You want to hear them? Okay. You can pitch back some lyric ideas. I got friends in privileged places. I don't know the second one it's referring to, but everybody liked it. Do you know that?
Me and Z. Oh, is that like the pronoun XZ?
Oh.
Me and Z going vegan in the dark. I don't know what that's a reference to.
All right, man, I feel like a person who bleeds. That's the woman. I feel like a person who bleeds.
Is that Shania?
Yeah, Shania. This is a good one.
Can I read that? All my exes changed their sexes. These are all free for you, by the way.
Yeah, these are all free.
Oh my God.
If you want to work on a collaboration video with us, we're shamelessly trying to get that to happen.
Mamas, don't let your babies grow up to be their biological genders.
Stand by your non-menstruating person.
One joke. Forever and ever, amen, and a woman.
Oh, Lord. Can you believe that?
We got a few more for you. I am a man of constant mask wearing.
This one needs no changing. A boy named Sue. Maybe change the lyrics.
Yeah. I'm so canceled I could cry.
Science take the wheel.
And I like it. I love it. I want some more government.
I like it. I love it. I want some more government.
Government. There you go.
Oh my God. Yo,
What do you think?
I'm getting over a cold.
Sorry.
So yeah,
Any of those?
I would just love to hear like like an Antifa country song where they're like, rolling down Portland with kombuchas in the back with my friends in the smart car, whatever.
Yeah, because they're always rolling down the dirt road.
Yeah, rolling down the dirt road with the dog,
truck with
the beer,
girl all up in it.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. But y'all, can we pause this for a second? I got a cold and I'm coughing my sides off because y'all dirt. I'll be right back.
Wait. Did we just kill Buddy Brown?
Killed Buddy Brown.
The first time we've ever killed someone with our jokes.
Wow.
He's getting some whiskey back there at the bar.
We didn't have a title.
He went back
Babylon
there to
B
get some,
murders Buddy Brown with humor.
Like he's got the bar. He's getting some Tennessee whiskey.
He's going back there.
A little bourbon on the gums.
Tennessee whiskey.
Tennessee kombucha. Is that another one?
Crack open a can of kale.
You know, I like kombucha.
To me, it tastes like apple cider vinegar, basically. Just chugging that. It's gross. I question your masculinity.
You question a lot about me. So the most millennial thing about me, buddy, is that I like... What are those movie posters on his wall?
Yeah, I don't know.
I see the Open Range.
Is that Apocalypse or Armageddon?
Dan, can you enhance?
And on your screen, you can enhance. No,
maybe a football.
Oh my gosh, y'all.
Sorry,
I don't think we're gonna cut away. That was too.
Hall's cough drops.
There it is. Getting over the Rona.
No, that was freaking hilarious. I mean, y'all got to write that down and send it all to me in an email.
We will. Dan, Patrick,
We'll do a team up. Buddy Brown and the Babylon Bee.
Oh, we would love that.
The BBBBB.
As a Christian, you know God's always there for you, but sometimes things can feel downright overwhelming, and it can be beneficial to speak with someone who shares your faith and values.
Online counseling from faithfulcounseling.com is there for you. They connect you to professionals, Christian counselors, safe private online environment. Super convenient. You can do it through the app, through video chat, texting, and I think just about any way you can communicate with somebody.
You think of it, they have it.
Smoke signals.
Yeah, not an actual guarantee, but they do have a lot of stuff. And they have licensed counselors who are specialized in depression, stress, anxiety, and crisis of faith issues too, which you don't always get with counselors if they're not, Christians. You don't want no atheist counselor.
There's financial aid available for anybody who qualifies.
Anything you share is confidential, just like with a regular counselor. If you're not happy with your counselor for any reason, you can get a new one. They're available worldwide. You can do text, chat, phone, video. You can start communicating in under 24 hours. It's available on desktop, mobile, Android, iOS.
What?
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow, BlackBerry? No, maybe not. But if you go to faithfulcounseling.com/BabylonB, listeners will get 10% off their first month.
That's right. So why not get started today? Go to faithfulcounseling.com/BabylonB. Just fill out the questionnaire to help them assess your needs and get matched up with a counselor that you're going to love.
faithfulcounseling.com/BabylonB.
Definitely get therapy, guys. You need it.
You probably, that's how we should start these. You probably need therapy.
I know I do.
That's 4 B's.
A lot of bees.
That is a lot of B's.
No, that's all staying in.
But that's all we got. So have a good day and thank you for coming on.
It's a wrap.
So yeah, do you get blowback? Do you get or do people just kind of go, "Oh, he's a country guy," they're like that, or do you get like people are like, "We got to cancel this guy"?
Oh yeah, I mean, you get a whole bunch of stuff. It didn't used to be that big of a deal, but once it starts to hit a certain plateau, I think everybody starts coming after you, and it just is what it is. But we had a bunch of stuff going on, last year after I did the privilege video that came out and that whole thing, and started getting all these nasty grams, as I like to call them. But when you look at the analytics, 99.6 of all the percentages was all right with me. But the 0.4, man, they were just like, "Oh, this is revolution time." Mm-hmm. And it was getting real nasty. And all of a sudden, my buddy said, "I got a guy that can help you with this." And he said, "I'm going to have him call you tomorrow." I said, "Who?" He goes, "Don't worry about it. Just sit by your phone." I said, "All right." So 10 a.m. the next morning, phone call comes. It says unknown caller. He says, "Buddy Brown, Ted Nugent, how you doing?"
Oh wow!
Oh man!
So me and Uncle Ted, he goes, "I've been having threats since the '60s about posting deer hunting pictures."
Oh jeez!
And most of them come from California and Oregon and all that stuff. So
it's me.
He's like, "Don't worry about it."
I admit it. It's me. I'm the one who keeps calling Ted Nugent.
Protecting Bambi.
We are the 0.04%.
Yeah, we are the ones.
Yeah, I think it's funny that all these people that are angry about people shooting lions or eating deer are all about eating cicadas right now. Like, why do cicadas have more soul?
They're eating bugs.
They're eating bugs. Like, bugs is a big thing.
The liberals are always trying to get us to eat bugs for some reason.
That's lately.
It's the new thing.
But I don't get why a bug has less worth in that view. Shouldn't they also
we don't
have
have
rights?
many lions in southern Mississippi, but we do have whitetail deer, and we're fired up about it.
But are you to the point where, in your success yet, where you can go out to the Congo or whatever and shoot an albino gorilla and post it on the internet?
I don't want to eat a gorilla, man. I don't shoot anything I can't eat.
You could eat a gorilla. Why can't you eat a gorilla?
I just said I don't want to eat a gorilla.
okay.
You know,
Good point.
gorilla meat. I'm gonna Google it.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, gorilla.
I guess you got to know how to. I never have heard anybody say you just got to know how to cook it. You know?
Yeah. After you kill it. This is the hard part. Yeah.
It's a delicacy in Cameroon,
Cameroon. All right.
according to Google.
Let's try some gorilla jerky.
Yeah, but I guess that's one of the nice things. You know, he was asking about you getting canceled, and I guess that's one of the nice things about being independent. I mean,
Oh, yeah.
I mean, I guess they could take away your YouTube channel or something. Mm-hmm. You know,
I
eventually.
mean, you gotta basically be Alex Jones to.
Yeah.
They're working.
If
They
you're
started with him. They're going to work their way down.
Inciting violence or blatant misinformation. That's the stuff that they're going after. But just having fun with liberals, it's just gonna get you a couple fire ant bites.
Yeah.
You ever got any strikes?
No,
Wow.
Nothing.
That's impressive.
no.
We've already
you know
got some
somebody?
strikes.
You can hook me up.
Yeah. That'll boost your career for sure. You get a little
That always
cancellation.
helps a little bit.
Just the right amount of cancellation is perfect.
Well, you do have a gun on your back when you're talking about privilege.
Yeah.
So you can talk about inciting violence.
Yeah, I
feel
was
pretty
shooting
incited
snakes
here.
that day. Around that time of year in Mississippi, we have a big snake problem. So I was out there shooting snakes. It wasn't really a prop or nothing, but we got them all over the place. I don't want to bite my kids.
It wasn't a prop. He's going out to shoot snakes
in the middle of your video.
I don't want to bite my kids. I mean,
Oh,
shoot.
yeah. Don't want that.
We're bush hogging next week. You got high grass out there.
Uh-huh.
You got snakes. It's a problem.
You got any cool hunting stories?
Yeah. I got a really good one from my son last year. His first deer of his life. It's supposed to be like a 60-pound deer from 30 yards. No challenge, nothing. This kid walks out there, and right at sunset, he drops a 10-point buck that weighed 206 pounds, which in Mississippi, you might as well, have just launched a rocket to the moon. That's a big deal. So he got his picture up at the local taxidermy shop and all that kind of stuff. He's a big old hero down here, so I'm really proud of him.
Oh, that's awesome.
Did you have him drink a giant cup of its blood or anything?
No, we don't drink the blood, on a Red Dawn. Yeah. He says, how's it taste? He's like, we don't know. We've never done it.
Do you like red blood stripes on the face or something like
We did
that?
the stripes.
Yeah,
Yeah,
the
we did the stripes.
All right.
That's initiation on your first deer.
Now you go kill a mountain lion with this knife.
Or a gorilla.
Or an albino gorilla.
Now, to help us understand Southern culture, the local taxidermy shop, is that a thing like in every town in the South?
Yeah,
Yeah,
is it like Red Dead Redemption where you live?
Well, I mean, in California, you get together and everybody looks at each other's skinny jeans.
Yeah.
A deer on the wall.
Those are extremely painful on a guy like me.
I feel attacked.
It's a form of torture.
A deer up on the wall is a big deal. So
That's awesome.
they put your name next to it, and they're like, 10-year-old. What are you talking about? You can't shoot a bigger deer than me.
Or do they have a taxidermy guy at Walmart, like up at the front where they have the optometrist and...
I always thought they should put the deer's face that it would be making as it got shot, so it's more realistic. So it's like, a little more. That would look so peaceful.
He never knew it hit him. He was gone in an instant.
Maybe just one raised eyebrow or something. I don't know. So yeah, that is our favorite question. Is, you got any cool stories? Because really, we just like to, because everybody's got cool stories in their life. But then our people being interviewed often are like, "What? That's a stupid question." But really, that's what you're trying to get to. So like, what other funny stories you got from living out there in the snake-infested South?
It's a small town. When my wife and I got married, we just celebrated our 15th anniversary. And
Congrats.
when we got married, I never told her, hey, I want to be a country music artist.
Right.
That wasn't part of the deal. I think she'd have probably ran for the hills. But
Right.
I played football for Mississippi State. I was a punter, 03 and 04. So I kind of had that big competitive edge where I went through the hardest training in the USA. SEC football is everything down here. And there's so many times I wanted to quit and the training was so hard, but that kind of got applied to all of the music, because my dad would always say, be so good they can't start the game without you. I thought that was such an awesome quote, you know, because that has just pushed me on to just saying, you don't have to hit a home run every time. You just keep on just pounding your fist every single day. And I really try to just keep people lighthearted, but also point them to Jesus. And that's at a certain point in time, I think that kind of shocks them that I'm doing that, because they're not expecting it. And there's not a lot of guys that's also part of the whole thing with Nashville. You would think they'd be open to that. They don't want to hear nothing about it. Promise you. If it's cliche, it's very, very Jesus take the wheel. Sure.
Yeah.
They don't want to hear nothing about no relationship, you know, with Christ or anything like that. And I love to disciple young men and all that. So it's this, what I'm doing. We say we have 3 businesses. We have the comedy thing on YouTube. We have the actual music, which thankfully it's just become a huge blessing over the last 10 years of 3 Billboard country albums. Then we also got the merchandise thing. We're just, you know, selling shirts and all that stuff every day. But, you know, taking my young boys who are young men now, 10 and 11 years old, and just really being able to invest in them is something I could have never, ever done if I was on the road in a different city every single night. So it's pretty awesome.
That's great.
That's great. So yeah, you're like the real deal, man. And I'm wondering, in the country music world, is everybody like fake? Like, are these just guys from California that put hats on and pretend to, you know, and then they just add a little twang to their voice, throw a little banjo on a song, and it becomes a country song?
We call them actors with ball caps on. Some of the guys really are good guys. I've toured with some good guys and done some major, you know, country music tours with Florida Georgia Line, John Parody, Brothers Osborne, Chris Cagle, Toby Keith. I mean, some really great tours. But there's, for the most part, I think you're going to find that it's not what it appears to be at all.
Sounds similar to Hollywood. Everybody just wants to making it.
There's just no accountability. You have to be that guy when the stage is on. You know. Mm-hmm. They all used to say, send Elvis out there. Well, Elvis is asleep. I don't care. Put some uppers in him and get that boy out on stage at 7 p.m. and make him be that guy. And I think when you have to just turn it on like that all the time at said time on their schedule, working for them, it makes you crazy. So if you just stay home and you do it on your terms and make a few people mad with you just because you have no filter on, then it will feel better in the long run. It's the slow road, but it's the right road for me, at least.
Yeah. Right. I found that with some critics of what we do. I was watching some YouTubers go off on our stuff, and it was interesting just to see people from the left reacting to what we're doing. And, you know, they have this perception of how comedy is supposed to be done and how satire is supposed to be done. And we're just doing what we think is funny, and we just like it. And there's a bunch of people that find a lot of not just laughter, but relief in our jokes. And I've had to come around to that because I come out of Hollywood. So like thinking everything has to be in a certain way, and knowing that those people will frown on it if I do it this way because it's not the way that everybody does it. I think that there's a lot of, you know, crossover with you on that you just did it your own way. You didn't, you know, they were telling you this is the path, and you're like, well, no, I don't want to do that path. So I'm just going to go YouTube in the back of my truck. Yeah. Yeah. And people react way better to things that are just come across as real. You know, you come across in your videos as you're just a guy. It feels like I'm standing right there in the backyard, and you know, you have a real personable kindness to you when you talk. And so a person can say all they want that, oh, this guy is an anti-masker, blah, 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 whatever. But it's hard to argue with the kind of gentleman that you are on your videos.
Well, I appreciate that. I used to be I was thinking about going in the ministry when I was coming out of high school, and I ended up going down and being an intern youth pastor at it was the Australia's largest Baptist church at the time. I don't know if it still is. It might be. That was 20 years ago, you know, in 2003, and that changed my life. And so that kind of started just wanting to pour into people. So when I'm turning the video on now, I'm not seeing a camera anymore. I'm seeing the people that are commenting all the way down in the threads. It's not it becomes a personal thing because you get to feel kind of their spirit and just who these people are, what they want. There's hardcore patriots, there's Christians, there's non-Christians, there's Canadians, there's Australians, there's Germans, from every walk of life. But I think we have the common thread of we all want self-government. We don't want to be told what to do. We've got it. Don't need the government's help. Appreciate it. And we're all very, very independent minded, and that kind of brings us together. And so from there, I just say, this is on my heart today. I'm going to pour in, and it's either going to be laughter or something that I really feel like they could benefit from. And it's gotten huge. I mean, it's really, it's such a privilege to be able to see it go so far.
Hey guys, Father's Day is coming up quick.
You know what fathers like?
They like
us
and swag.
Swag.
You put those things together,
They like
you
hats.
have the perfect Father's Day gift.
I'm a father.
You are? You are, yeah, you were father.
I
many
never wear
times.
hats.
Oh, yeah, look at that.
Look at,
That's not selling it, is it?
No, it looks great.
you look good in a hat.
It looks really good. Yeah, that might be the
hats.
first hat that ever
I
looked
don't
good
know if I've
on
seen
you.
you in a hat.
Oh, yeah, wear it sideways.
Good. It's very
Cock
good.
it. Yeah.
Look at the quality of this shirt. It smells new. There's hardly any sweat in
Printed
it.
shirt.
Yeah, we got lots of Babylon Bee shirts, swag.
We have some
all kinds of
Father's
goodies.
Day.
We have some Father's Day
We
stuff.
have the father shirt. We have the, what's the new one we got?
We have the dad shirt. We have a shirt that says dad, but then we crossed it out because we realized that wasn't sensitive. And it says non-birthing parental unit, world's best. So
Yeah.
get that one. And we've got the I identify as vaccinated shirt, very popular among fathers this year. And you can get this shirt that says celebrating the 1-year anniversary of 2 weeks to flatten the curve.
Oh, yeah.
Very exciting.
Mugs.
Mugs, all kinds of stuff. Shop.babylonbee.com. Check it out. If you are a Babylon Bee Premium subscriber, you have a discount code in your inbox. So you can use that. And by the way, it's like 50-50 shot it'll get there by Father's Day.
It's too late.
But fathers are cool.
Yeah, dads don't care.
Dads don't care.
Can I tag on another product that is very good for Father's Day?
Bears want to kill you?
Bears Want to Kill You, the
Oh,
ultimate
yeah.
Father's Day book.
Oh, my God. Yeah.
It's out. I got it. Still have I have about 100 or 200 hardcovers left. The slipcase. They're very nice and fancy, but you can get it from me. You can get it signed. I'll throw in. You can get it from my site, axbearstore.com, or the soft covers on Amazon. You can get it either way. I send it to you. So
Yeah, it's perfect for reading like a normal person or on the toilet like a dad.
So what's your story when it comes to your faith? Is it just how you were raised, or you have
Were you
Yeah.
a
were you like
gang
a gang
member?
member?
Any tattoos?
Yeah, pretty close. Pretty close too. I was a bona fide jerk at about 15 years old, and I was raised in a Christian family, but my dad, essentially kicked me out of the house. I was 15 years old, and I got sent to military school. So just hanging with a really bad group of kids, and never really truly bought it as far as we're talking about faith until I was 18, and a guy got a hold of me who was about 26, 27 years old. He's like, dude, you ain't taking this seriously, and here's what's going to happen. And it's the first time I ever saw faith lived out. So one of the things that just burns me more than anything else is just is seeing the church done wrong, or seeing a Christian not come through for you, say he's going to do something and he doesn't do it. I mean, that's not something. When people say they're going to do something, they do it. It's like, cool. And you remember that for a few days, but when they don't come through, you remember that for 20 years, maybe longer. So I always wanted to be the guy that really lived it out, especially now that I got two boys looking at me going, you going to do what you say, or are you just going to talk about it? Because that's, you're looking in their eyes every single day. It hits you in the chest. You better come through.
Yeah. Yeah, I got a buddy who moved to Nashville from here. We're in Southern California. And out here, it's way different. Out there, Christianity is cultural. Maybe that may be changing in the bigger cities, but, out here, it's cultural to not be. So when you meet other Christians that actually go to church every Sunday or whatever, you have a way better chance of finding genuine ones that aren't just wearing it. I found that fast when I moved here from Oregon. But when he moved there, he was excited to be around more people like that. And he said he found it's actually harder because everybody's kind of wearing the face. But to find people that actually have a depth to their faith, you have to really dig for them. I don't know if you find that to be the case.
And living in the media world, I mean, you better be genuine about it because it'll eat you alive in a week.
Right.
I've seen so many people that I thought were good people, and they attested to all the things that the Bible says, and they're gone. I mean, they're MIA. They're completely, asleep, as we like to call it. So I don't know. I just feel like I got this late in life. I'm 39 as of last week. So I thank God every day this didn't hit me at 23.
Right.
When I was throwing rocks at school buses or something. I mean, what are you doing at 23?
Yeah.
So,
19.
39, I mean, at this point, I just don't care. And I never really wanted the spotlight. The spotlight just kind of happened. And at this point, it's like, okay,
right.
I know who I am now. There's no second guess of that. I knew that 10 years ago. So at this point, it's just kind of like, let's try to be obedient and build on it. And as far as he wants to take it, he can take it.
Yeah, that's like the ideal age to go big, because when you have sudden big success, you get frozen at that age for the rest of your life.
Yes.
But when men turn 39, that's like the age they stay for the rest of their life anyway. They just think that's the age, so it's perfect.
Yeah.
I'll let you know when I turn 39, Ethan.
Youngin right here.
So you accepted Christ into your heart. When did you accept country music into your heart? Is that something that you were raised on? Are you like
For Christ? Yeah.
Yeah.
Country music. It was Charlie Daniels and Randy Travis, as far as my mom and dad, their influences and all that goes. So I love the stories.
Yeah.
I love hearing a good story, because a good story was everything in a song, and I still try to put that in there. Yeah. And so that kind of thing is kind of what separates country from all the other genres, right? I mean, R&B is a little bit like that too. You can have some stories in R&B.
Yeah. You ever thought about becoming an R&B artist?
I'm just waiting on Usher to give me a call.
Give you a chance, huh?
Yeah. Give me like a 2-week dance camp. I'll be there with those moves. Not a chance.
The serious answer. Not a chance.
Well, you want to take this to the subscriber portion?
Let's do it. Let's talk a little bit more about country music. We're going to get all his behind the scenes.
Some behind the scenes stories. This is the ungoogleable part of our show, so you can really just tell it all. And we're going to give you the 10 questions. And I want to find out who are the greatest and worst country singers. Name some names. All right, let's go.
Coming up next for Babylon Bee subscribers.
Any embarrassing stories? Like, did you ever
bomb?
hit a high note and then crap your pants?
Why am I telling the story? My wife's going to kill me.
Well, I want to know any cool touring stories you got.
Who are the holy grail of country?
Can a person be a holy grail?
Yeah.
Enjoying this hard-hitting interview? Become a Babylon Bee subscriber to hear the rest of this conversation. Go to babylonbee.com/plans for full-length, ad-free podcasts. Kyle and Ethan would like to thank Seth Dillon for paying the bills, Adam Ford for creating their job, the other writers for tirelessly pitching headlines, the subscribers, and you, the listener. Until next time, this is Dave D'Andrea, the voice of the Babylon Bee.